Was about to be a attack squad. What's that attack? Want to know? Y'all see the time? I was about to just like call it a nightmare. But I said Jimmie war goes off on 49ers and Shanahan. Was Garoppolo healthy versus Eagles? Richard Sherman. Whew. Alright, we're gonna take this out, man. You know I'm a Niners fan. You know I mess with Shanahan crazy. But let's see what's going on, man. Road 2K, man. Let me know. Road to 1K. But let me know if y'all mess with this type of content. Because throughout the week, I ain't really got shit to react to. Because this is really a sports channel. So let me know. I could react to NBA too. But NBA is around the corner. Like, it don't really get interesting until like almost all-star break. But I could still react to NBA and shit too. But let's see what they're talking about.
Because
Let's see
after
what
I left,
they're
y'all
talking
still
about.
was balling. You know, your last year in San Francisco, y'all were playing really
I
good.
wish you was still our nickel cornerback. No shade to Isaiah Oliver, but they keep trying to play Lenore in the slot and Ambry Thomas outside. Ambry Thomas is dookie cheese, man. Get that man off the field and put Isaiah Oliver. I'll live with those three. Oliver, Ward, and Lenore instead of Ambry Thomas, bro. Come on.
Football. I know you got a little frustrated they wouldn't let you play safety and had you playing nickel, but you was balling. You was balling.
He was.
You was that nickel strapping. I knew they was gonna move you to nickel, Jeff. I'm sorry. I knew it, baby.
That was. Yeah, you want to talk about that?
I mean, they kind of had to, bro. Hufanga was an All-Pro, and Gibson was balling the bro had like 7 picks last year, 8 picks, whatever. Gibson was balling. Hufanga was balling, so they're not about to break that shit up just to put you back in the position you want to play. Especially when you balling out at nickel. You was balling out at nickel. Let's be real.
If you want to talk about that, it's up to you, baby.
I remember. I went down. I remember I know I was talking to coach. I was like, hey, coach, man, I'm year 9. Y'all gonna give me some vet days? Nah, coach said Coach Kyle don't want to give y'all no vet days. Defense no vet days. And I'm looking at the offensive players. I'm like, bro, they year 2, year 3. I was like, man, you know what? Control what you can control. So I was like, okay, all right. So it was right before joint practice. Hammy, grade 2. Set me down for a minute. So we ain't got Gip. And I said, oh, Gip, nice, and this and that. And I was like, okay, I wonder how this is gonna unfold. And then JV went down. So, and that kind of hurt. So that hurt a lot. So I was like, okay, all right, what's gonna happen? Then I'll start paying us. Then I knew Gip was a baller, so Gip balling. And of course, you're not finna pit. And then how they use Huff. Huff was more of like a blitzer. They was blitzing Huff and pitting them in the box. So I was like, golly, and they just picked Gip back there at post safety, and I'm like, man, they're not gonna pick Gip. Gip can't cover, but I don't know if they're gonna pick Gip in the slot to cover wide receivers too much. But they had Demo, and Demo was he a dog.
Yeah, he is.
But I kind of I felt it, but I was like, all right, I'm gonna just see how it plays out, and about to come back in the lineup, and they put a package in for me, and I saw the package, and I was like, hey man, this nickel. I don't care what you call it. And this and that, bro, we gonna call it money. There's nickel, bro. Hey, look, bro. Y'all, all right. So I had, and then the first play, never forget. First play, I came back week 5 because I got put on by 4-week short IR. Week 5, I come back and I get my hand. No, how did I break my hand?
Oh, I remember that. He broke his hand. I remember that shit. I remember like, oh, Jimmie Ward back this game. I wonder how he broke his hand.
One of their best special teamers for the Carolina Panthers. Broke my hand on the first play.
Oh,
kickoff.
Special teams?
I was like,
yeah, I remember something like that.
Ran back to the sideline. I was like, hey man, I kind of diagnosed myself. I broke so many bones that I know what it feel like. And I moved my hand, it clicked. It kept clicking. Like, hey man, I think it was my left hand. I moved left hand or finger. I can't remember. I broke a lot of bones. I was like, man, yeah, I think I broke a bone. This and that. Like, oh yeah, let me go and check it out. Broke my bone. So I had to have surgery that next week. So put a cast on it. I was out the Atlanta game, and next week it was Kansas City Chiefs. And they was like, man, you sure you want to play Kansas City Chiefs? It's like, man, I don't think I got a choice.
I was sad at KC. I'm sorry. KC not gonna be my first game at nickel. No, I'm not playing KC as my first nickel game. No.
Voice, man. I was like, man, I said I need to go ahead and get out there. I was like,
why does this say Travis Kelce trash talk?
Play the game yet? So coming back, Kansas City Chief with a cast on, and I went in there and I talked to Miko. I already knew what I was gonna do, so I was like, man, let me embrace it. I was like, man, you never know what would happen. So Miko, man, just put me at nickel. you know how Miko is. Oh, you really? You want to be nickel? Whole time, like I ain't have a choice.
Right. I was gonna do it anyway.
Y'all gonna do it anyway. So he was like, okay, all right. So he picked me at nickel. And I had to learn like the blend technique. I had to learn a few different techniques because I told them this too. This the thing that the really thing that kind of made me mad a little bit was I told them like, hey, during training camp, I was like, hey man, if how I'm looking around, I was like, man, y'all might need to let me get some nickel reps in training camp. So I can practice it in training camp because I see what's going on.
Yeah.
It's like, oh no, you won't, no, we ain't gonna need no training reps and this and that.
The
I'm
fact
like,
that he
"All right,"
had no
'cause,
training reps
obviously,
or none, and he's still balling, bro. He could have played nickel for us on this team right now. We would have been.
they had a few nickels there. They had
He was nice. I'm not hating on Jimmie Ward. He was nice.
Sammy Womack that they had right there, but I don't know. They didn't like I guess the physicality part when it came into the tackling stuff, but the coverage was there.
That's why he don't play. Hey, as Night fans, we all know Womack is like he climbed up, but Jimmie Ward giving us some clues. Hey, that boy don't like to tackle or what? Cause yeah, Kyle and them don't play with no soft ass tackling or blocking or none of that. So. Cause Womack's a clamper, bro. He was clamping in preseason this year. He was clamping in preseason last year when he had like 2-3 picks in one game.
And then on top of that, they paid me. That year they paid me. So the owner's gonna be looking at, hey man, you're not playing this guy, and we paying them how many X amount of money? Like come on, something not right. So obviously they had to pick me on the field somewhere, and had the worst game of that year versus Kansas City Chiefs. Them boys was. It don't matter if they don't got Tyreek Hill. They gonna find somebody else that run a 4-3, 4-4. Gave up a crossing route touchdown. Ran into Fred one time. They called that back because it was some flag holding on the play. So I would have gave up 2 touchdowns back to back, but it didn't work out. Yeah, so it was rough. Okay. So by the time
okay. Well, see, Richard Sherman laughed. Okay.
It didn't work out. Yeah, so it was rough. Okay. So by the time I come down, we get blew out that game. Mm-hmm. So, and then Kelsey started talking smack to me because he caught the ball on me. He hit me with a double move. Sherman, he hit me with a double move in link coverage.
Don't know what the fuck that is.
How do you got time to run a banana? And I'm jamming him off the line. Obviously, I got one hand, but I'm jamming him off the line, and it took time. How do you hit me with a banana out? And I'm pressing you in link coverage.
You don't.
Patrick Mahomes somehow escaping the pressure, rolling out, hitting him. And then after he catch the ball, he get up. Stop talking this. I was like, and I looked. I was like, because Sherman, I was talking that smack because I realized I was like, man, let me start talking a little bit, man, if I can get some more balls or if I can get some recognition. So I was like, man, tight ends, Kittle tight end university thing. I'm like, man, any tight end over there. I remember that live.
He did that on live. I remember that shit on live.
50 yards for me. And then I was like, maybe Kittle. And I was saying that just to be nice, just because Kittle was my teammate at the time. Right. And
I wish they were playing at Texans this year.
But he caught one catch finally, and that was probably 12, 15 yards, and I think that's about it. And he didn't catch no more on me with one hand basically, but
okay, football season is finally here, and here's one thing every fan should know: you can get anything you need for game day delivered
with Shanahan.
Other than that, okay, let's fast forward it to the back end of the season. No, fast forward it to Bucks game, Tampa Bay.
Yeah,
that's where you was at. You was over there. So look, okay, going to the Tampa Bay game. Okay, obviously. I was on the game plan for the Tampa Bay. Hey, we're going to target a nickel. That's what Tom Brady was on because I don't know how many targets I had, but I had a lot. I held my own, had a great game, and it was towards the end of the game, and I know Mooney, he started taking players out the game and stuff or whatever. And then something happened with, I think, D-Moore. He went down or something, and then I guess they was trying to snatch players out the game, and it's like the last series. And I know they end up coming to me. CU came to me. He's like, "Hey, we need you to move the corner. AT's ankle kind of
I'm not gonna lie, that's disrespectful. I'm not even gonna lie. Jim Ward been with you guys for 7 years, and you start taking. I think Mooney got hurt or something. Mooney, they took out Mooney. I don't know what he just said by that. But Demo got hurt, and you telling you, oh, because I remember we was up 35 like 7. Oh no, that's disrespectful. And 18 was who? Who's 18? Thomas? What's it?
Bummed up. I mean, AT was just running down kickoff. Like, what do you mean? AT ankle was bummed up. It's like, bro, put him at corner. What did you hiding him from? Like, y'all drafted him 3rd round to play corner.
Nice.
Like, what you talking about? Like, ankle. Like, I'm out here with a broke hand. You saying his ankle hurt? And he's still on special teams? I looked at him. I was like, and I told him, this is my first time. I said, no. I said, I'm not going to corner, bro. I was like, bro, I had no practice at corner. I said, y'all already did me like this once. And then Miko came and asked me. I was like, Miko, I can't do it. I said, no. And then I heard Coach Kyle from the sideline, I guess we'll just put Aziz at corner. And I said, and that's when I snapped. I was like, man, I guess you're going to have to. And after that, and I went forced the fumble to end the game.
I'm not. That was no disrespectful, Kyle. Putting him at corner. I know it didn't. You don't got enough people or whatever. He just said AT was healthy, but that was a little disrespectful. Put Jimmie Ward at corner when you're taking out some players. Like, bro, you could have put some bum out. You could have put some bum. We up 35-7 at that point.
I was cover 2. I blitz as a nickel, forced the fumble in the game. So now I don't nobody really had to play corner. The game over. Went in. I was hot. I didn't come in for the team breakdown. Got jumped in the shower. Got my clothes. Left. And no. Before I left, the Jed told me, yeah, Coach Kyle want to talk to you. So I went in there and talked to Coach Kyle. And Coach Kyle was like, he's like, hey Jimmie, like, man, what's going on, man? It really hurt me. When you saying we always do you like this, and I'm like, you have.
You do.
Like, bro, you changed my position 8 times, bro. You tried to get me out of here multiple times.
8 times, bro. Bro, they moved you from 8. You really mad that they put you at nickel when when Hufunga's playing all pro level, Gibson balling out, having 5 interceptions. Hey, your ass the one who got hurt, whatever, talking about I want to arrest that. Nah. What? You, like, that's just the NFL as a businessman. Trey Lance didn't get an opportunity because he got hurt, you know what I'm saying? So, just, hey, you got to stay healthy or you get moved on. Look at Jimmy G, he got moved on. But they moved you to nickel, and they asked you to play cornerback, which is disrespectful, but for like a couple plays, a quarter, maybe half a quarter, but come on, they didn't change your position 8 times. Then they came and they paid you like 3 times.
I can't forget it. Like, I can forget, like, that. I can't control that.
Legit, literally was paying this man.
You did what you did, and for me to feel like that, how I feel, yes, I should. Year 9, like, come on, man. Like, I see what's going on. So after that, me and Kyle never talked the rest of the season. We never said anything to each other. And then that's why I said that at the Philadelphia game. And that's probably some of the stuff that went down with Jimmie, too. I don't know, man. Because I feel like Jimmie could have dressed out. That last game. But, you know how this go. You know how this stuff. I seen your boy.
Hey, imagine if Jimmy G would have came in against the Eagles, won us that, and won the Super Bowl. Just imagine
shooting a bird when he broke his leg. So I already know. Like, I know how it goes. So, and we after the game, Philadelphia game, I said when they told me it wasn't a catch, like, yeah, you know it wasn't a catch. I was like, oh, for real? I said, man, I guess I had a good game. I said, hey, man, if anybody need a safety and free agency, man, come holler at me. That's how I left it. And I know I talked to John. This is the exit meeting. Exit meeting. I talked to John. John came in and was like, hey, Jimmie, I'm a Jimmie Ward fan.
I know he played nickel, but he's talking about, I played a great game because Devontae Smith didn't catch the ball, but like, you should be mad that you lost the game. You had a chance to win a Super Bowl, bro.
We love you and this and that. Love to have you to come back. And I was like, okay, all right. And I was thinking in my head, I was like, it's gonna be a time for a change of scenery. And I didn't tell him that, but I already knew what time it was. And he was like, yeah, Coach Kyle, he'd love to talk to you. He don't got you on the meeting thing. And I'm like, oh, he don't got me meeting. I'm like, well, I don't need to go and holler at him. Like, what we need to talk about? We don't need to talk about nothing. Like, I already know what time it is. Like, come on, man. I've been around this business for a long time. Like, I holler at you, and I see you when I play you. I got a lot of love for you. At the end of the day, you still gave me a contract. You still allowed me to start on your team. You still helped change the culture, and I got to experience some stuff I never got to experience in the league until you became the head coach. So I appreciate that. But
respect.
That's it. Like, I see you when I see you. And
right. So what made you pick Houston?
I picked Houston
I don't care about this
because during that process, after the Chiefs game, when that happened, when I went up, at the Chiefs games, I forgot, I left that part out. I went to Coach Kyle. That's what happened. Oh, I forgot the main part. I went to Coach Kyle. After the Chiefs game, when I had that bad game, my first game back, I went to Coach Kyle. Because I didn't go to Miko, because anytime you go to, like, if I would have went to the position coach, what they tell you when they don't want to answer your question? Oh, it's over my head. So I went to the head guy. I said, let me go to Coach Kyle. Let me look him in the eye and hear it from his mouth. Hear it out his mouth. Say, hey, man, I don't want to play nickel no more. I want to play safety. He said, you don't want to start? And when he told me that, I said no. I said, just put me on special teams. I'll ball at special teams. Like, oh, no, just give it a 48-hour rule. And I was like, okay.
We should have traded him. We could have got something good for Jimmie Ward.
The 40-hour rule. And that's why after that Tampa Bay Buccaneers, when I had to talk to him after the game, when he asked me what was wrong, I said, I can't talk right now. I was like, man, I'm really frustrated. Let's just give it the 48-hour rule.
That's real.
And that's really the last conversation that we really had. But yeah, when he told me that, I already knew. Like, he told me, like, hey, you're not finna start. I was like, okay, all right, cool. And I went to Miko. So when I went to Miko, and I told Miko, I was like, look, I talked to Coach Kyle, and I said, the reason why I talked to Coach Kyle before I came to you is because, if you can't answer my questions, you're going to tell me it's over your head. It's not it's not you who's making the decisions, which most likely 9 times out of 10, that's true. So I told Miko, I was like, I said, man, this is my last year here. I was like, wherever I'm going to play safety. I said, all the rest of the stuff, if you could use me, use my versatility. I understand I can do a lot of nice things. Right. And for me, give you an opportunity to come start safety for me.
That's the flavor. If you enjoyed that, subscribe and road to 1K. But yeah, man, they couldn't have put him back at safety. Gibb was balling, Hufanga was balling. He was balling at nickel. Like, Jimmie Ward was balling at nickel. He had like a couple pigs, he was balling at nickel. So I kind of wish he was a nickel cornerback right now, but hey, he didn't want to play nickel, so he's out of there. So, but yep, that's pretty much it.